Hello and welcome to our show. There you go with your big bad self. By the way, I'm Deedee.
And I'm Mylin. Forgot to
forgot to introduce ourselves. Mylin, you came up with this idea because throughout the pandemic, we had been chit-chatting and FaceTiming, I think way more than we have before.
We've really reconnected, right?
And thank God for technology so that we could
Oh my
do
goodness.
this.
Seriously. So we are kind of tinkering with just wanting to do a fun show. Obviously because Deedee and I have been best friends for at least, I hate to say it, but 32 years.
30 plus years. Hey, we should be proud of that.
You are right.
We should be. It's a blessing to have a friendship that long.
I agree.
So I'm so grateful for it.
Me too. It's so true, right? Because most people lose touch and especially like being in the entertainment business and how we met and stuff, like our connection as adults, like the fact that we still have so many things in common and still laugh at each other and enjoy each other
and laugh with each other.
I'm
laughing at each other. No, we're laughing with each other.
Yes, laughing with each other.
There's so much support there, a sisterhood, friendship, as mothers and as friends. I think it's just a wonderful relationship, and I'm so grateful.
Me too. This is kind of like our first show, and we just wanted to come together and talk about how we met and our experience when we were on the Mickey Mouse Club and just kind of fun things like that, and kind of give little insider things for people who maybe were fans of the Mickey Mouse Club.
Or just to give a little background for people who don't know who we are. Like, who
that's
are these
true.
Girls?
Right. Like, who are they and why are we listening?
Why am I watching this show?
So we've come up with some questions for each other, and we've actually not told each other what the questions are. So I don't know what she's going to ask me, and she has no clue what I'm going to ask her, but hopefully we can have some fun.
Yes.
Do you want to start?
Sure. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't I ask you one and then you...
Okay, I actually have them written down. Yay!
Yay! Wow, you look like... Mine's like large print.
Girl, you need some glasses.
I can't wear my glasses because it's for seeing far.
Right.
That's why. So I typed it in really big bold, so I can.
Well,
read
my letters are so small, so I'll probably be like, "Wait, what? What is that?"
You don't wear glasses, though.
You know, I'm supposed to for far as well. Like when I'm driving at night, but I don't. That's what's wrong. That's the bad thing.
Okay.
I think I'm just in denial, so I just I'm like, no, I'm not going to create more need for glasses. I don't know if that's like a myth or something, but
it might be a myth. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not an eye doctor. But I do know that I need to wear my glasses, especially when I'm driving.
I know at night. But look, I am not a very let's go out a lot at night, so I don't have to wear them that often. So there you go. Okay.
There you go. We didn't really touch on exactly how we met. You know, we didn't really go into that. Should we give a little bit of a preface?
Sure, yeah.
That we met.
Yeah.
Because I happen to have a prop with me that maybe you have. Well, I think you have it too. Did
you like that?
Oh, she's acting.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. We laugh a lot. So. These are our conversations. Like these, when we're talking, we're constantly laughing. So please bear with us through the laughing.
Or laugh along with us.
Laugh along with us.
So,
okay. Yeah. So you want to share our props?
Yes. Share the
Okay.
props.
1, 2, 3.
Yay! The show where we met.
Yep.
The Mickey Mouse Club, the all-new Mickey Mouse Club on the Disney Channel. 1989 for me.
Oof. I was 1990.
1990.
Right?
Okay.
1990. Yeah, the year 1990 or 1991. I don't know. Some of the years kind of get a little
I know it's a
confused.
little bit. Yeah. I'm actually surprised at how well this one's kept up over the years.
It is amazing. They are in incredible
no
condition.
Holes.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Holes.
They're in perfect condition.
Smells like teenage
Mothballs.
spirit. No.
No, I've actually washed mine in the wash.
This jacket?
Yes.
Well, I confess that I have never washed this jacket.
Well, it's not like you're wearing it. It's not like you're out wearing it, so you don't have to.
We wore it quite a bit back in the day.
Sweated in it too.
Exactly. As a teenager. It's a good thing that I did wear deodorant, and I have a very large bottle of Febreze handy. Anyway, so that's how we met.
Yes.
1989, 1990, 1991, something around that time. We were about 14 years old.
Yeah, I for sure know I was 14.
One of my questions was, do you remember your MMC audition?
Chase and I went to the same acting studio. He had auditioned, had gotten the show, and then he told Matt Casella, the casting director, that, hey, there's a lot of other kids in Oklahoma that you should go and check out. And so thankfully, Matt Casella decided to have a pretty big casting. And I, at first, somehow was not going to be able to audition. And then I ended up getting a personal audition, went in, met him. I was totally doing cheerleading dances. It was so funny. And singing Who Knows What, and thought I did okay. But there were a lot of kids there. I mean, it was kind of open cast call too. There was tons of kids that were waiting outside. Did my audition and then left and didn't hear back for about 6 months.
Wow.
And so I just really kind of thought, I clearly did not get the show. So Matt Casella calls really, really late and says something to the fact of hi, we're really interested in your daughter. And my mom freaks out. She's like, who is this person?
Oh no. Because it's so late at night.
Yeah. She's like, what in the world is this weird, because it'd been 6 months. We'd completely forgotten about it.
Sure.
So she's like, who is this? And she hung up on him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she hung up on him. So he calls back. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm Matt Casella. We're interested in your daughter for the show that she auditioned for, the new Mickey Mouse Club. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he told her that they wanted to bring me to Florida to do a screen test. Then obviously I ended up going to Florida, auditioning, and that's where Mark Worden was at the call, and Alana Miller and Ricky Luna, Jason Miner. Who else was there?
This was a call. This was your callback?
This was the screen test.
Oh, the
yes,
screen
where
test.
They flew us into the set, and you guys were on hiatus, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, because
do you recall any time when they were auditioning? No? Okay.
No, not during that. No.
They brought us on set, and they taught us exactly how they taught you guys. We had to go in, and it was like a little mini boot camp. We had to go in, learn dances for a couple hours, and then we'd have our lunch, and then work on scenes. And then we had the audition in front of the camera. And that was kind of scary because everybody was sitting in the green room watching you.
Oh my goodness. And how
You know?
nerve-wracking.
Oh my gosh, it
Yeah.
was super nerve-wracking. But you would
Yeah.
do, your song, and then you did your dance, and then they're like, okay, thank you, great job. And so you walk off the set and you're just like, holy cow, did I make it or did I not make it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was that night that I flew out or the next day, but we weren't supposed to know. But someone told me flying back, somehow I saw them in the airport, that I had made it.
Oh, really? Wait, another
Yeah.
cast member or?
No, it was a crew person, but I can't
Really?
remember. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that let me in. Or they had said, "Hey, it's pretty strong."
Wow.
So I flew home, and obviously, until you have the contract in front of you.
Right, right.
So anyway, that's kind of how I ended up doing my audition. But yours was completely different, right? So how did you end up auditioning?
I auditioned in Los Angeles. I had a song prepared. They asked me to prepare a little not an improv, but something scripted.
Mhm.
And I memorized, at the time, I was only taking a commercial acting class. So, apart from doing acting like drama in school. And so I took a script from the commercial acting class and memorized it. And it was a commercial for Whataburger.
Oh, wow.
Whataburger. That was my acting sides or my
Yeah,
script
yeah.
that I memorized for my audition. And then I sang, I think it was New York, New York. My mom and dad helped me. Well, mostly my mom helped me with my choreography.
Of course, right?
I'm
Same
not a
with
dancer.
mine.
Exactly. And then the next thing I know, I was being flown to Orlando for the screen test.
Okay.
That was, the stage wasn't built yet. So
Wow,
this was the
that's
very,
so
very beginning.
crazy.
But we were in a sound stage somewhere. It was a studio of some sort, and there were cameras on us. There was a bunch of us kids there.
Anyone from the cast? Or
Yeah, so Jennifer, Lindsay, Josh, oh gosh, Braden was there, Rocky was there. Oh gosh. I'm like, what? Who was there? I can't remember. Then I remember it being so stressful because although I wasn't 100% sure who was watching, I knew that we were on camera, and I guess I forgot that we all had microphones.
Oh
Either
no.
we had microphones on ourself, or there were boom mics like strategically placed everywhere so that they can hear all of our our
Right,
audition,
like the
our
first Big Brother, right? Listening in on your conversation.
There was a bit of the audition that we had to improv. They asked us to have a letter, like a fake letter that we would have gotten if a fan had written into the show and they had a question, or like, you had to come up with your own storyline. So there I was in the corner, just trying to come up with a name, trying to come up with something. Unbeknownst to me, the cameras were being projected into another room where all of the production team, everybody, was watching the footage that was being filmed. So I didn't know, but the camera was up on my face. And in the middle of my improv, I was like, oh God. Like I did something like, I went blank because I couldn't remember. I couldn't think of what to say. And I kind of was like, I did something like that. And I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Know that they could hear it.
Well, how did you figure out that
Because years later, somebody had shared a recording of that audition.
Oh my gosh.
It must have been Jimmy. It must have been.
Of course. Jimmy's got everything like in his back closet, right?
Yeah,
He's
exactly. Like, everything's filed. But yeah, so I remember that was like terrifying for me. The whole improv. I think that's why I've never taken an improv class, because of that experience.
The trauma.
The trauma of it. Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I don't mean to laugh, but I can imagine you just going like, oh.
Anyway, my friend, she wrote me, and oh my goodness, it was awful. I can laugh about it now.
There's so much pressure in those auditions. You're 14, first of all, and for some kids they're even younger.
Yeah, we were younger then.
Look, you made it. So obviously, right? They're like, we love her anyway. We won't let her do improv.
We will give her a script. She will memorize it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good. Let's talk about when we actually did first meet.
I knew that you were specifically Filipino, half Caucasian. And
did they tell you, they told you that?
Somebody told me that you were half Filipino, half white. So anyway, when I heard that, I started getting nervous because I thought I was losing my job. And then when I saw you, I was like, she is gorgeous. And then I remember you had a very thick Southern draw, a Southern accent. And I thought,
which is so random, right?
Like, it was random for me too. Yeah. Cause I just was like, not that even matters, but I just knew that's what I remember. I remember I was like, well, first of all, she's gorgeous. And then secondly, I was like, oh, wow, where is she from?
Right.
And then I heard also that you and Chase knew each other. And I just all of a sudden got really, really nervous that I was going to be cut from the show.
Oh my gosh.
And then we started working together, and we got to know each other. And my goodness, you were a fast friend.
And then there was
I stayed on. I was like, oh, they're not telling me to pack my bags.
They're like, no, because she has an accent. So
stop.
So when I was sent to the screen test, they gave me some songs. You were dancing and doing stuff, but I remember seeing you and just thinking like, wow, she's so talented and she's a Filipino, and how am I going to live up to that, or how am I going to compare? And so it was pretty interesting, like kind of the anticipation of knowing that you were Filipino, I was half Filipino, and both girls, and I was going to come on the set as well. And so, at first it's a little bit like, is she going to like me? Are we going to be friends kind of stuff? So, and then, now history has shown that we loved each other. What was your most embarrassing moment within the cast? Do you remember having any really embarrassing moments amongst like everybody? Oh no.
Something came to my mind, which now that I'm thinking about it, I'm laughing about it. One embarrassing thing was when I was little, I was not allowed to shave my legs. Like that was a thing that my mom.
Yeah, well, Filipinos, right?
I mean, I'm thinking it was just my mom. She would tell me that if I shaved my legs, that the hair would grow in thicker and coarser, and which, I mean, I think that can be true. She encouraged me not to shave my legs. Of course, when you're doing the Mickey Mouse Club, they got to give you like cute little skirts,
little shorts,
And I think for a long time, I kept asking for pants just because, or long clothes to cover my legs, or stockings. There was a time when I finally wore like a skirt or something, and I remember crying to my mom. I was like, "Mom, I have to because I have to wear these," and I still didn't. I still didn't do it. So it wasn't a big issue for everybody else,
Yeah.
it was for me. I was really, I guess I was really obedient.
You were a very, very good child. And you're still a good child. You're still a great, you know what I mean? You're still.
I'd try. We all have our moments. But yeah, thank goodness we didn't have Instagram back in the day.
Well, here's the question. Do you shave your legs now?
I don't. I never.
And you probably have barely any hair, right?
Well, I mean, okay, so I've done the nair, I've done the hair,
Sure.
the the apple lady, but I've never shaved my legs because of my mom.
Next show, we're shaving your legs.
No. Well, now it doesn't matter.
That's true.
You know, I just take a brush and I just brush my hair and brush my legs at the same time.
Klitsch is like, I already got her. We're good. We're good.
He's like, she's my wife, everybody.
Yeah.
Hands off. She's all mine.
Oh my gosh, you are crazy.
I know.
One of my most embarrassing times was when we were getting ready to start season 5. And so all of the new kids, there was now my turn to have new kids come in, right? Mm-hmm. So all the new kids who were Tara McNair, Tony Luca, Carrie Russell, JC Chazé, Nita Booth, Jason, Blaine Carson, who else? Tasha Danner and Dale Godboldo. And we all connected and stuff. But, and Rona. I'm forgetting everybody. That's the thing. Like, you're like, there's so many people.
I know, there's so many kids.
I know. So they come in and Rona and I really clicked. She was just hilarious. And we just kind of would crack each other up. And we were in the dance class, in the dance studio when we were practicing a dance. And I thought, hey, let me show off. I mean, I don't know that I thought it legit, like, let me show off, but you're 15, your brain is like not very developed, right? I'm just like, all right, everybody's in here. We're all in there and we're chilling because we just stopped rehearsing and everyone's sitting on the chairs and Rona is sitting on a chair. And I get up behind her and I'm thinking, I'm going to do a ninja kick over her head.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
See?
no. Oh, no.
I don't know. So Dale is in there. Tony, JC, Rona's sitting down. I get up. I've literally got combat boots on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this roundhouse kick.
Did you tell her?
No. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna do a roundhouse kick overhead and I can clear her because she's sitting down. So I start and I do the roundhouse kick, literally, foot over, and I poof, hit her smack on the head.
Oh my God.
Everyone looks at me like, did you just kick her? Everybody's like, what? Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought I could clear you. Hello, she's tall. My legs are all like short, right?
Oh my gosh.
So
what happened?
Rona looked at me like disgust. She was like, like, how could you do that? I don't know. And then the guys were like dying laughing at me. And the whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I just did this in front of, these guys and I just met them. And that was hands down.
Meanwhile, Rona's like, ice pack, please. Ice pack, anyone?
She, like, the whole time she's just like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess trying to impress.
Make an impression. I went
with
back
my
to
roundhouse kick
days, and I thought I could do a. Oh my goodness, Mylin.
I swear that was the worst. That was the most embarrassing.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever spoken to Rona about it since?
I have, and here's what's funny. She doesn't even vaguely remembers.
Really?
So clearly it was more traumatic for me.
The things that kids think they can do, just
I know. Well, thankfully I didn't really hurt her. I mean,
I
could
know.
have she could have like turned her face.
I know.
Broke her nose.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
thank you God for
God.
not, for that just being some dumb move. I don't know.
They were just combat boots and not steel-toed combat boots.
One thing I totally remember about when you were on the show before all of you guys left for the party was when we used to go out to all the little dance nightclubs that were for 16.
Videopolis.
Was it 16? No, it was like 15. There was no alcohol served. And
right.
Videopolis was, for those who don't know, was this nightclub. So crazy. There was a nightclub.
I know.
In Florida, right? Of course, Florida. That you could be, I think, 14 and up. They just played like tons of dance music. Well, we would always go as a big group, right? You, me, Tiffany, Damon, Chase, Albert, and we were the older ones.
Yeah.
So we'd end up going to Videopolis, and those guys would always they'd bust out and they'd have their little dance battles, right? They'd be doing the splits on the ground,
circle around them, and people just watching. And
yeah, exactly.
And
most of those people are like tourists,
right?
Remember? So we're just there doing our little dance battles, and then we'd battle each other, and then they'd battle people out of the circle, and then we'd be like, okay, do you remember our dance number that we just did?
Yes, the choreography. Are you guys ready? 5,
oh my god,
6, 7, 8.
We were so cheesy.
It was so fun though.
It was fun. It was super fun, but it was a little bit cheesy in that we were like, all right, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'd all bust out our moves, and everyone would have our whole scene from the dance that we just did.
We were so cool.
Yeah. Those were really, really, really fun times.
Those were good memories.
Oh my gosh. Fun. Oh, speaking of combat boots, we started that, right? Our wardrobe was on it.
I just remember Tiffany wearing combat boots with dresses.
Yes.
That was the bold boot with the very delicate.
Well, it was the 90s,
sundress.
Right? Yeah, and now I've seen it kind of return, and
oh yeah,
it's we did it first, y'all.
History just repeating itself.
Exactly.
The fashion came back. The hammer pants, the Cavaricis.
Oh my goodness!
What do you call them? What did
that was real saggy.
Parachute pants.
Parachute pants.
Yeah,
those are I'm not quite into those.
They came back for a second for in the dance world. They came back,
and I just was still the same. I was big old, not feeling it.
Oh, I liked them. Gave you a little bit of room, a little breathing room.
Pack some lunch for later.
Exactly.
Everything they dressed us in was so ahead of time. Our wardrobe ladies, our makeup ladies. I mean, everybody was so talented.
Yeah.
So, Deedee,
Mylin,
we did it.
That's our show.
Our first All Things My-Dee show. And that was fun. Going down memory lane, revisiting.
It's always fun to revisit our memories.
And again, just that, we have been best friends all the way since then. And we are hoping to be able to do another show.
Yes.
in the near future. Who knows what topic will be, but we will decide on that.
And maybe perhaps do a little musical number, maybe.
Maybe.
We can explore.
Maybe. A little duet here and there.
Yes.
We've had a lot of fun, and I hope that our friends out there will tune in next time.
Yes. And let us know if you'd like us to touch on any subjects or, if you have any ideas.
Love you, girl.
For tuning in. Love you, Mylin.
And we will see you guys soon.